What is up, wax fans? It's Patricia. Today I have my vendor wax and candle retail empties. So non-Scentsy empties for the last 3 months. I've been a slacker, I know. So what I'm going to do is go through the candles first, and then we'll kind of taper into the vendor wax. So from Bath & Body Works, I have three wick candles. I love this one. It was a really nice one. It's Danbury shortbread. And the notes on this one are whipped vanilla, almonds, and sugar crystals. And I do have another one. And this one burned very well. It was nice because it paired with so many things. It's just a beautiful, nice, edible vanilla. I loved it. The next one is from Bath & Body Works. It's Apple Crisp. This one got a little bit grungy at times, but the burn was fine. So the notes on this are caramelized apple, cinnamon crumble, and sugared oats. You definitely get oats, and the caramel part of the caramelized apple is a little bit of that deeper, darker caramel to me. So that's maybe the only thing I didn't love. But I picked up 2, so I'm working on the other one. So not a repurchase, but happy to have tried it. This is the second one I've burned, and it's pink lavender and espresso. So the very first candle I had of this I loved. I still loved this one, but this one gave me a lot of burn troubles. So I basically poured off the wax a couple of times because I was getting that kerosene smell. And usually when I do that and then I cut the wicks down, it's fine, but this one, it just wasn't fine. So I ended up just removing the wicks and pouring the wax. I usually use an empty loaf tin, and that's what I hot dump my wax into. So I have one more with this packaging. So what I'll probably do, because I love the scent, is I'll probably chunk it up. Like I'll freeze it, and when it contracts from the vessel, it's gonna fall out, remove the wicks, cut it into chunks, and put it in a polypropylene bag, and you're good to go. So the notes are rich pink lavender, caramel espresso beans, and smooth vanilla. You don't really get coffee. It's just an elegant, I don't know. To me, I would warm this anywhere in my home. I like it in the main area. I would like it here in the bedroom. Bathroom would work, laundry room, anywhere. This is a really beautiful scent. So if you have a chance to try this, either through Bath & Body Works or vendors, maybe give it a try, even if you don't think you like coffee. So this one is very coffee, and this is probably one of my favorite candles, and it's from DW Home, and it's pumpkin latte. And I don't have the notes, but the size on this is 17.5 ounces, and it's a 1 wick, so way down there on the bottom. It's hard to tell if it's soot, but, you know, not too bad, considering how tall that is. I love this one. If I see pumpkin latte again with DW Home, I would pick it up in a heartbeat. And I really like the elegance of this candle. It probably took me a few falls to go through this, because 1 wick sometimes just take longer to burn down. So that one, I'm happy to finish it, but sad at the same time. All right, now speaking of happy, I have a Yankee candle 1 wick. I do use an Illumilid with my Yankees. I think I only probably have 8 to 10 Yankees left. This one is Color Me Happy. And what I did was I looked up the notes a while back, so I'll put a split screen here. I know there's mango in here, and it's like sunny and bright. This is very yummy, and it threw pretty well for a Yankee, so I would also repurchase this again if I saw it, but we don't really get Yankees up here in Canada anymore. So anyway, so good. Love that one. It kind of reminds me of like mango sorbet from Kay's. If you've smelled that, that's what it reminds me of. All right, from Better Homes and Gardens, this was from Teresa. From many years ago, I have caramel bread pudding. I still have maybe 3 or 4 of these. I just love it. She sent me up a bunch. I think Shannon sent me up some, so that one's from Teresa. It's basically a dense carbohydrate heavy scent. Very nice and throws well for me. All right, from Swan Creek, I have honey soaked apples. Canada Kim gifted this to me in 2022, and I would repurchase this again, but we never see it around here. I know we have, I forget the name of it. It's not Bass Pro Shops, but it's a place up near IKEA, and we can buy these. But they never have honey soaked apples. This is extremely strong. What I usually do is take one of the cubes and cut it in half. And then in my main space, I'll put half a cube in 3 different warmers. So I use up 1.5 of these. So I have enough for 4 melts. So yeah, this was really good. I think she got this at Buc-ee's for $6.99 in the US. So I would repurchase that if given the chance. It's a really, really good one. All right, let's talk about vendor wax. I have mostly US vendor wax, but a little bit from Canada. So from Hayden Rowe in 2022, I have a clamshell of Marshmallow Lane. This is vanilla glazed marshmallow and cider lane type. And as you probably know, cider lane tends to dominate, and this was really nice. It's like a creamy cider lane. I did have pretty good luck with my order from Hayden Rowe, but she's not pouring wax anymore. But so far, everything is still throwing very well, so I'm pleased with that. So, all right, the next few are from L3 Waxing Wonders. I had a puppy pack of vanilla ice cream. I think I received this in a mystery box. This was like a creamy vanilla. It was a little bit underwhelming in performance, so I would not repurchase that. I have a cloud cake and blue sugar pie crust. This was mostly blue sugar, which is a nice masculine, sweet, kind of earthy scent. And with the pie crust, it was really nice. So I don't need to purchase that, but I did enjoy it. From, I think, another mystery box, I have blackberry jam butter cookies. I'm kind of over this a little bit, but this always performs very well. It's probably a medium to a medium plus. Yeah, you can still smell it in the bag. It's very strong. All right, this was a fluted tarts. It's vanilla butter fudge, zucchini bread, and cupcakes at Tiffany's. And I tend to shy away from zucchini bread. But this one I mostly get vanilla butter fudge and a little bit of zucchini bread and not very much cupcakes at Tiffany's. So that's what I got. This was nice, but I would not need to grab any more. All right, from the melted mousse, I finished a souffle from 2022 in Evenings with Andrew. And this is my first time trying this, and it was really, really nice. And this is the scent that Charity created for her son that passed away. So it's crackling birch, sugar cookies, and marshmallow fluff. And this was really nice. It was about a medium to a medium light, and it performed very nice, kind of like a cozy, warm hug. And I thought that was nice. All right, I have two samples from the Pharmacist's Daughter. These are from an order I received in April. So the first one was lemon chiffon blend, and this was really nice. It was 2 little pieces, and I enjoyed this quite a bit. Yeah, so it was, I think, lemon and, is it pink chiffon? Anyway, this was nice. And also coconut crack. Now this one wasn't as edible as I was expecting, and it says coconut crack blend, so I'm not sure if there's something else in this that was a little bit different than just coconut crack, but I have 2 loaves of coconut crack, so I'm definitely going to dip into it. The next one is from my friend Shannon. It's Pink Sands from Rosegirls. This is a Yankee candle dupe. So the notes on this are bright citrus tones, juicy fruit, sweet florals, fresh greens, and vanilla. And this was back from June of 2021, and this performed very well. I've always had pretty good luck with Rosegirls. I know some people say they don't. Typically, now this was a gift, but typically I double bag everything, so maybe that makes a difference. But this was, as far as I know, not double bagged, and it still worked just fine. All right, so I have a few from Sassy Girl Aroma, and I believe she has reopened. So Sassy Girl Aroma has always performed very well for me. Every once in a while, you might get one that's on the lighter side, but I don't think I've ever had a dud. So I have Brittles, I think, from her. So the first one is Best Christmas from August to 2022. And this mimics Bath & Body Works Perfect Christmas. So it says fresh pine needles, sweet cinnamon sugar, and roasted marshmallow. I would venture to say this was a little bit more, I don't know if it's eucalyptus or something was a little bit different than the candle. I prefer the candle, but this was fine. I won't repurchase that one, but I'm happy to finish it off. The next one is Whoville, and I believe this is a dupe of Yankee Candle's Cranberry Chutney. It says orange and apples with cranberries and a hint of sugar and spice. So this was one of those flat, heavy, dense cranberry scents, not an airy cranberry, but this was really nice, typical of what you'd expect. Performed very, very well, probably a medium plus. I don't need to repurchase more, but I enjoyed what I melted. Now this one would be a repurchase always. I really enjoy this scent, and my friend Shannon sent it up. I think she knows that I really like this one, so thank you again. This is from 2021. It is Pink Sleepy Time, and you can see the older packaging there, but this performed fairly well. I would say maybe it's a smidge light than I'm used to, but it could be because of the age, but I love this so much. Pink sugar, lavender, spearmint, and chamomile. Probably the only chamomile scent I tend to like. All right, so the next one I have are 2 coffee scents. I have Sugar Cookie Latte, and I always struggle with how to say latte. I feel like when I say it, it doesn't sound right, but maybe it's because I don't drink coffee. I've been trying to give up. I'm kind of a Diet Pepsi addict, so I've been trying to reduce how much I've been drinking, and in doing so, I'm getting headaches. So Every once in a while, I have a little taste of my husband's iced coffee, and I enjoy it, but it always tastes a little bit bitter. Also sweet, but also watered down. Anyway, caramel coffee with fresh baked cookies. Probably the first 2 hours, this is so delicious, but then as the cookie scent kind of wears off, you know, as you're heading into the more warming hours, then I start getting like a bitter coffee, which I don't love. And I can still smell it, so I'm like, I feel bad taking it out because it still has scent, but I don't really like this after a while. So that's my dilemma with that one. Now this one I found wasn't as long lasting, but I liked it more consistently all the way through. It's Carry On Cowboy. But I didn't like it as much as the beginning part of Sugar Cookie Latte, if that makes any sense. So these are both from 2022. And this is Coffee Shop Latte Cookie Monster Sinfully Sweet Whipped Cream. And my daughter said, I think she said this smelled like maple syrup. I think she could smell that. And so I thought this was an okay coffee scent, but I don't need to purchase any more. All right, from VCS, which is Vintage Chic Scents, and I believe she's closing again. So this is from 2022 October, and it was, what was this? It was a ghost. It says pumpkin coconut cookie bars, sugar cookies, sugar cookie dough, sugar milk, and buttercream frosting. And after all that, this was on the lighter side, so I would not repurchase this, but it smelled delicious, just a little bit on the lighter side. All right, so I have 4 Canadian items, so we'll do Melting Memories first. This is from Veronica in Toronto, and this was gifted to me from Tracy, the next 3 items. So this was a partial, I guess it would be brittle bar of Sweet Dreams, which is pink sugar and lavender dreams. I don't know the age of this, but it was very light. I loaded it, I put it in Ryan and Drew's room, and I couldn't really smell it the greatest, and I loaded like extra, so I had double. I forget how much I used, but a good portion. And then I could smell it a little bit. So, and I'm not big into lavender, but this smelled okay. And yeah, so thank you. All right, the next 2 were from the older style clams, I believe, that she used to use. So I'm not sure. I think these are around 2 ounces, just shy of. And so this was Home Sweet Home. And it reminded me of Scentsy's Welcome Home. It was just a gentle, yummy, softened spice cozy scent. So that was nice, and it performed at about a medium light for me. Now this one was really, really long lasting, and this performed really well. This is Frosted Cranberry Woods. So I don't know if it's the cranberry woods like Bath and Body Works, but you could definitely smell like a tree. So this performed very, very well. It was a green wax. All right, and then at a local craft fair, I picked up these snap bars. I think they were $2 each, so I thought for $2, you know, can't go wrong. So it's Mystical Earth Craftworks, and I think she's out of maybe Dartmouth, and this was cotton candy. Throw was pretty light, but this was from June. I think I picked up 2 other ones, so we'll give them a try and report back. So what I'm going to try to do is get a strong push on my vendor wax over the next few months and use some of my older stuff up. I was doing really, really well. Then when we moved, I kind of hit a snag. So anyway, let me know if you've experienced any of the scents I just talked about. And if so, what were your thoughts? Do you have any favorites? Thanks for watching. Have a great day in your neck of the woods. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And hopefully it won't be 3 months from now.